Lori, can I use this one too, or I have to use this one? Yeah, just make sure it's turned on. Okay, when I use it.
And since are we gonna walk up singing?
Can we kind of see how the mood is?
Because if we are, I'm not gonna play guitar with it. Because then I have to unplug and like do all this stuff.
I'm thinking not.
Okay.
Just the energy is like not feeling that.
Okay.
But,
That's fine.
But they will go up with a plane. So.
Okay.
Good morning, everybody. We're going to start out by singing Enter, Rejoice, and Come In. So I want to hear you sing along with me, all right? Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts to the song. Open your hearts to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in.
Yay! Thank you so much, Jenny Crane. That was lovely. Jenny Crane is our children's choir director, as many of you know, but if you're not a member of the children's choir and would like to become one, you can talk to Jenny Crane about it.
Everybody is welcome. Up
Yes.
through 8th grade, actually, right now.
And, you know, so many singers have gotten their start in the church choir. I can't even begin to name all of them, but it's a great way to get to find your voice. So welcome. My name is Reverend Dayna Edwards, and my pronouns are she and her. And I am so glad you are all here this morning. We are situated on the land of the Nacotchtank people, part of the Piscataway group of tribes. And we are also on the land in which people worked without choice or reward for many, many decades and centuries. And so we honor today the people of the past of this land, as well as the people of the present and the people who will continue to steward this land into the future. So now I invite us to light our chalice. Do I have somebody who would like to light our chalice up front here? I think you've done it before. Come on from the back. Come on. You want to come up and light the chalice? No? Oh, okay. You want to do it together? And can you remind me of your name? Cecilia. Come on up, Cecilia. And as Cecilia comes up to light our chalice, we will do our chalice lighting words. And if you know the hand movements, especially some of our youth, you're welcome to try them. We are Unitarian Universalists. We are the church of the open mind, the loving heart, and the helping hands. Together we care for the earth and work for friendship and peace in our world. Wow, we are really bustling this morning with people, so I'm so glad to see so many people here. And I invite you to use the creative listening materials to put on your best listening eyes and ears and to really engage with us in the way that works for you. So you do what you need to do to help your body listen this morning. And now, is that good? Now is the time in our service where we share our joys and our sorrows. We share the things that are on our heart, the celebrations and the things that may be worrying us or making us sad or upset. And the way that we do that is by noticing that our chapel is a container that holds all of our feelings. And also, this is a container that can hold our feelings. And so we've done this for a few weeks. Can somebody tell me what the blue stone represents? What if you feel, what do you feel if you put a blue stone in our container, what might you be feeling? Sad. What else? You might be feeling tired, worried. You might be feeling worried or bored or annoyed. Yeah, so you could put a blue stone in. Now, what about a yellow stone? What might you be feeling? Oh, good. That's a good guess. Yeah, it could be happy, but like yellow would be like happy, like overexcited. Like, you know, almost on the verge of being in the red zone maybe, but the yellow would be like, oh my God, I'm so excited about all this change that's happening. I don't even know what to do with myself. Ah, I'm so excited. That's like a yellow. But yellow can also be like, I'm not quite ready to be here this morning. My body's not fully settled. Kind of like in between green and red. And what if you put a red stone in? What might you be feeling? Cecilia? Angry, yeah, mad, angry, frustrated, upset, worried, just like your head's about to pop off. You're so angry. That's a red stone. That is, yeah, your head's not going to really pop off. And then finally we have a green stone. What do you think the green stone might mean? Happy, yeah, like settled, not like happy like, oh, I'm so excited, but like happy like I'm ready to be here, I'm calm, I'm content, I'm excited, but like in a kind and calm way, that kind of happy. And so we know that feelings don't travel alone. So you might be feeling more than one thing right now. You might be feeling excited, like overly excited, but also ready to work. So you could put in a yellow stone and a green stone. So I'm going to invite this side of our sanctuary to come up and put a stone or two in that shows how you're feeling this morning. Jenny, did you just do some like music? I forgot to ask. And we are going to do this in a quiet and reverent way because we're in chapel this morning. Tiredness, bored. We got some blue and some green, some yellow. Thank you for this group sharing. And now I'm going to invite this group to come up in a quiet and reverent way and put in their stones of what they're feeling this morning. That's good, guys. Thanks. One at a time, please. Nice. Wow. Thank you. Is there anybody who didn't get a chance to? Come on up, Leo. Thank you. Okay, now I invite you to just take a deep breath in and out. holding all those feelings and the feelings that we didn't get to share but that are on our heart. I'm putting in one more stone each because we know that there are many feelings in this room, in this chapel, and in our container. And we together as a community can hold them all. May it be so. All right, thank you all. I invite, now it is time for our story. So I will need a helper. Good morning. Go ahead and have a seat. There's some chairs back there if you'd like. No, there's two right back there. I need one helper to come up and open the Wonder Box. You want to come up? Mm-hmm. You can open it. And why don't you come up? There's another box inside that box. And you can you give it to her and she can. I wonder what could be in that box, you guys. Wait, before you open it, shake it up. No, you can't say what it is yet because you saw it, but does anybody have a guess on what it might be? Let's just say it. Jelly beans. Somebody said what else? Teeth. Somebody said teeth. Legos maybe. All right. You want to open it up? Oh, we're gonna put it there. Ah. You can put it in here. Do you want to tell everybody what it is?
Teeth.
Teeth. Teeth. Thank you so much. Teeth. So these are my children's baby teeth. Now, some of you may believe in the tooth fairy, and some of you may not. And that is the beautiful thing about being a Unitarian Universalist, is that we can hold many beliefs in the same faith and in the same room. Now, in my family, we do believe in the tooth fairy, and the tooth fairy does leave money and take the tooth. But the tooth fairy gives the mommy or the daddy or the parent the first baby tooth to keep for each child. So I have 3 baby teeth in here, one for each child. Did you have something you wanted to say? You just lost your 5th tooth, and raise your hand if you're in here and you've lost a tooth before. Yeah, so that's what our story is about, or that's what we're going to talk about. So the thing is, when you lose a tooth at first, right, it kind of feels uncomfortable, doesn't it? Like you feel like you keep putting your tongue against it, and it feels like new and weird and kind of different. And you keep forgetting that you don't have a tooth there, right? And then eventually it kind of heals over a little bit, right? And then you're like, oh, okay, I don't have a tooth here. And you kind of go on and you can keep eating. And maybe you always remember now to eat on the other side of your mouth so that you don't keep hitting that space where there's no tooth. But then another change happens. What happens? What happens after you lose a tooth and it kind of heals, the gum heals over a little bit, then what happens? You want to tell us?
I lost 2 teeth.
You lost 2 teeth. You want to tell us what happened?
Another tooth comes in.
Another tooth comes in. So a new change happens. Did you want to share something? Yes, sometimes the new tooth starts coming in before the old tooth comes out. And that kind of happened to us today, didn't it? Like, we walked in this room, and it was kind of like the new tooth was here before the old tooth came out, right? And why would that be the case? What's different? Anybody? Yeah, the Cedar Lane is renovating, but something's really different in here today. Mm-hmm. There's no benches, and in church language you call them pews. There's no pews, and we have chairs instead. And so that's kind of like the new tooth coming in, right? Before the renovation starts, before the old tooth falls out. And so change happens, and sometimes it's hard and uncomfortable, right? But it still happens no matter what. Change happens to our bodies, change happens to our community, and it feels weird and hard to get used to, but then we do get used to it. And then when we get used to it, what happens then? What happens? What? Another tooth grows in. Exactly. More change happens. Just when you get used to the new way of being, then more change happens. That's how it goes. And there's a saying by one of my favorite prophets, Octavia Butler, and she says, everything we do is change, and God is change. Everything you touch changes, and everything that touches you changes you. So that's kind of where we are. Or she said something like that. That might be a paraphrase, but that's generally. So that's where we are. We're in a big moment of change. And we're going to be changed by the change. And we're also going to change our world as we go out into it. And so with that, we will start our offering, right? Is that what's next?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I'm
So if you'd like to give an offering this morning, I will go get a basket because I always forget the basket while Jenny Crane sings. Oh, nice. And Jenny Crane will sing for us, and if you'd like to give on your phone or mobile device, you can text the number 73256, and you can put the letters CLUUC and the amount that you'd like to give in there.
Okay, guys, so I'm going to sing a song today called These Hands that we've sung a little bit before. And let me tell you why I wanted to sing it today. Way back, before COVID, before lots and lots of things, Cedar Lane had a big party at the Bethesda Women's Club. Was anybody there? I don't think any of us, literally none of us were there. It was our kickoff to raise all of the money we needed to renovate our church. And at that service that we had, the children's choir sang this song. And I don't think anyone here, because Elsie did not come to church today, was singing with us then. So it's called These Hands, and that's why I wanted to sing it today, because the children's choir were the performers that sang that day to kick off what was called the Capital Campaign. All right? It's also a really good song about change and building things. These hands are made to build. These hands are made to work till everybody knows their inner dignity and worth. These hands are made to bless. These hands are made to heal till justice and equality for everyone is real. Let's build a house and leave the door wide open. Let's build a room where we all have a place to sit down. Let's build a garden that feeds us body and soul, and make sure love is our foundation. These hands are made to build. These hands are made to work till everybody knows their inner dignity and worth. These hands are made to bless. These hands are made to heal till justice and equality for everyone is real. Let's build a church to keep our hearts wide open. Let's build it strong to hold all our sorrow and pain. Let's build it up so nothing can bring us down, and make sure love is our foundation. These hands are made to build. These hands are made to work till everybody knows their inner dignity and worth. These hands are made to bless. These hands are made to heal till justice and equality for everyone is real. Let's build a house. Let's build a church. Let's build a make sure love is our foundation. And make sure love is our foundation. And make sure love is our foundation. And make sure love is our foundation.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So in a moment, we are going to leave the chapel for the last time until we come back, until the grown-ups are invited back to the chapel in a few weeks. So next week, the grown-ups will have service in the chapel while the children and youth are in the chalice house. And then for a few weeks, we will be all virtual worship, but we will still have RE in the chalice house. So March 19th through April 2nd, we will have virtual worship, but we will still have RE in the chalice house. Now, I've sent emails about this. I know this is a lot to go over, but I want to make sure that I say it at least.
And tell all your friends.
Yes. So, this is our last family chapel of the church year. That's a big change. So now we have new chairs. We don't have pews anymore. We're going to move from having RE downstairs to having RE over in the chalice house for the rest of the year. The grown-ups are going to worship in the chapel next week. Then they're going to go online, and then they're going to come back to the chapel while the renovation continues. So that's a lot that's going to be happening. That's a lot of change. So, in a few minutes, Jenny Crane is going to sing us out with This Little Light of Mine, which we've sung 1,000,000 times. That's not a change. But I want you to think about the light that you have that you're going to let shine over the course of the next few months while we navigate this change. And we're going to let our light shine no matter what. And in a minute, as we sing, I'm going to invite you to come up and take a flame. It's a symbol of your little light that you have that you're going to let shine. And I invite you to maybe keep it. Keep your flame if you can remember it. Either put it in your pocket or put it somewhere safe. But notice how your flame changes over the course of the next few months. Notice what it might look, how it might look different, what you might add to it, what you might take away from it. So as we sing This Little Light of Mine and walk ourselves up to the up to the chalice house, so you'll come take your flame, hold on to it, and then walk up to the chalice house to start your classes, okay? So I invite this side of the chapel to come up first and grab their flame, and when they're done, you keep your flame.
All right, so let's sing this. Should I unplug and we'll walk up there, or?
Sure.
All right, I'm going to unplug my guitar. It might make a terrible noise. Okay, not too bad. And then when we all get together, we'll walk up and I'll keep singing.
And we'll all keep singing.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.